Dandaut bandhan anik baar sarv kala samarath dolanate rakho prabhu nanak de kar hath मैं मूर्ख की केतक बात है कोट पराधी तरियारे गुरु नानक जिन सुनिया पेखिया से फिर गरबास न पड़िया रे ज्ञान अंजन गुर दिया अज्ञान अंधेरे विनाश हर कृपा ते संत भेटिया नानक मन प्रगास काहा बुद्ध प्रभ तुच्छ हमारी बरन सकै महिमा जो तिहारी हम न सकत कर सिफत तुम्हारी आप ले हो तुम कथा सुधारी मुँह को चिरे शास्त्र खट पिंग गिरन चढ़ जाए अंध लखै बदरो सुनै जो काल कृपा कराए अंध लखै बदरो सुनै जो काल कृपा कराए।
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ। ਗੁਣ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਸੋਏ, ਗੁਣ ਮਹਿ ਗਿਆਨ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਏ। ਗੁਣ ਵਿਚਾਰੀ ਗਿਆਨੀ ਸੋਏ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਾਜੀ ਨਵਾਜੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਵਿੱਤਰ ਹਜ਼ੂਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਕੱਤਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਰੂਪੀ ਕਥਾ ਨੂੰ ਸਰਵਣ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਰ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਅਤਿਅੰਤ ਵੱਡੇ ਭਾਗ ਹਨ। We so blessed to join in the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੀ ਸੱਚੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ, blessing us with this prayer of Oankaar Bani, or the name that's quite Parchar that most people know about, which is Dakhnee Oankaar, that we see in the Gurkha Sahibs. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji has blessed us for many weeks and many different types of Sikhi teachings. So Sankhet ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਜੋ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਸਰਵਣ ਕੀਤੇ ਸਨ, what we went through last week in the Katha, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji spoke to us in one of the podia about the idea of tan or maya, wealth. So when we look at the word maya, most of the times we think maya just refers to money. It can in most cases, but the main meaning of maya is that thing that takes us away from WhyGuru Ji. So in that case, most of the time, that can be money. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji said something very powerful to us. They say, okay, in that home where there's maya, where there's money, they say, okay, art sel, art here means money, in that case maya, sel means sukha, pave maya da sukh. Or another meaning of that is a mountain, so much money, and that happiness that comes with us, with that. They say, art sel nij kar hoy. In that home with that poor person, where money may come, they say so much sukh comes as well. Art sel nij kar hoy. They say, art dekh nive jis doy. When they look at that money, they say nive jis doy. Nive means ke sees chuka ke, that they lower their head. Both people, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਗਰੀਬ ਲੋਕ ਹਨ ਅਤੇ ਅਮੀਰ ਲੋਕ ਹਨ, they both nive jis doy. Nive, they lower their head. Everybody falls down in front of money. And they say, art hoye ta mugudasiana. Even if that person is a complete fool, art hoye, if they have money, then the whole world sees them as actually being quite wise, being quite a great person. Look at all the leaders that we have around us. They have a lot of money. And because of that money, they have power, they have influence. Even though they could be the biggest mudak, Guru Sahib is saying, art hoye ta mugudasiana. Then Guru Sahib says, Bhagata Buhuna Jagabaurana. Okay, Bhagati to bina Sahib Singh Ji Prema, Bhagati to bina, about this love and devotion. They say, Jagabaurana. The whole world is going crazy. The whole world is going crazy because they forgot about Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji. They forgot the reason why they came on this earth. We forgot the reason why we came here. We spend most of our time just trying to earn money and earn more money. Our whole life is evolving around money. It was quite a sad story I once heard about. There was this one person, I'm not saying don't save money, spend their whole life saving their money for their pension. When they retired, they passed away. all that mehnat, all that hard work, because they thought afterwards, I'm going to enjoy my life. Okay, retirement to baad, then I will, rest and I can spend all my money. But after they retired, they passed away straight away. Meaning, okay, if you look at this through the eyes of a Guru Sikh, at the eyes of the Guru, you could say in one case that person is crazy because they put all their time and energy into that one thing. And that is the key thing, that one thing. Of course, you have to live in the world. That's why Guru said, he says, Kirtan, and they say, Vand ke shakana. But also, pehla, before we say Kirtan or Vand ke shakana, we say Naam Japana. That was the first thing. That was the first thing we were meant to do, is to earn this Naam Rupi Tan, to earn that commodity, to earn that wealth. Then the rest was going to come anyway. If it was in our Karam, it was going to come. So many times we meet certain people and they're just quite relaxed. And we might be a bit more tense. I'm quite tense. I'm not much of a calm person. I get a bit stressed very quickly, right? Already started to see white hairs, right? But certain people don't get that stressed because they realize, okay, WhyGuru is doing everything. And if it's meant to come to me, I'm going to get it. If it's in my karam, purabale karam, if it's in my pishale karam, whatever's written, that's going to come to me. So if I'm meant to get more money, if I'm meant to have no money, it's already written. Lekhna mitai he sakhi jo likhya kartar. Whatever's written is written already. So in that case, fair enough, I still work, still try my best, but don't forget the most important thing. Ke sabana jiya ka ik data, so main visar na jai. There is only one giver, and that is WhyGuru. And that is the prayer that's given to us every single morning of Japji Sahib. And beinti hai to all the Sangat, a humble plea that if you don't do Japji Sahib the part, then start doing Japji Sahib the part. Japji Sahib the part is the foundation of Sikhi. Japji Sahib the part is Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Japji Sahib the part is the first prayer that comes in Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Japji Sahib the part is the first prayer that the Panj Pyare read or they recite when they administer Amrit to the Ablakis, those who want to be blessed. When Guru Arjan Dev Ji left their body, they did Japji Sahib the part. Before they left the body. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj Ji did Japji Sahib the part. Some Guru Sikhs even they did it Panjwari 5 times before they left the body. So there's something very important about Japji Sahib. And just like how we increase our bank account with more money, why don't we increase our spiritual bank account with more Japji Sahibs? ठीक है? We like, we don't want £1. Nobody wants £1 in their bank account. Can't do much with £1. £1,000, £10,000. Spent our whole life trying to earn that much money. But why couldn't we earn in our Jivan 10,000 Japji Sahibs? If there's 365 days in the year, this is my math skills right now, then that means in 10 years that'll be over 3,000, then in 30 years that's 10,000 Japji Sahibs. Right? But the part of it is that we spend so much time on earning money. And the Guru Sahib is saying that Jag Bhagat Bahuna, Jag Baurana. That how crazy are we that we spend so much time doing that, but we didn't put any dhyan towards our bhakti, towards our Sikhi. The Guru is not saying leave the world, they're saying live in the world. They're saying work. Say work hard. That's why we say Kirtan karo. And they say Vand ke shakana. But they also say Naam Japana. And if we can give 8 hours to work, 9 to 5 we say, right? Then how come we can't give at least 1 hour to our Guru? Or 2 hours or 2.5 hours, right? It's not the same, right? It's not like the Guru is saying to us, okay, if you're going to do 8 hours of work, you go do 8 hours of bhakti. That would be great, right? But it's very hard. Dakhnee Oankaar sacha now. It's very hard to do that much bhakti. Even once, going off a bit of a tangent, then we come to the Katha. When Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji manifested the Khalsa Panth in 1699, the Brahmins came to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji and they said that, hey Guru Gobind Singh Ji, since you made the Khalsa Panth, nobody comes to us for Path or Puja. Nobody comes to us for their prayers anymore. They come to your Khalsa Panth. They say, Guru Sahib Ji, do kirpa on us as well. Bless us, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. The Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to them that if you want to be blessed, then do what the Khalsa Panth does. Sit here every single day for 8 hours, 9 hours and do bhakti. Just sit here and remember Parameshwar Ji, remember Ram, Gosaiya, whatever name you have for them. Just do their aradhana, worship them and remember them. And I'll pay you for doing that. Dakhnee Oankaar sacha now. It's very hard. So the Brahmins for this is not hard. So we just sit here every single day, very easy, and we just remember WhyGuruji for 8-9 hours. After one day, they couldn't do it anymore. Their knees were hurting, their mind had wandered all around, and they said to Guru Sahib Ji, we cannot do this, we're going to leave. Dakhnee Oankaar sacha now. Very hard. So Guru Sahib Ji gave us such a path where when the Sikhs came to Guru Amar Das Ji and they said, hey Guru Amar Das Ji, okay, we can't do that much bhakti. We have so much time in the day. We have to work, we have to look after our family. What can we do? And Guru Amar Das Ji said to them, just like you have a bedi, you have a jahaj, you have a boat. And the boat goes across the sea, goes across the ocean. The whole boat does not sit above the water, right? In most cases, that boat could be sinking in the water, but there could be a little bit of the boat hanging out of the water. And it still gets carried across. And that could be just like us. We could be that boat where most of our time is spent drowned in the world. But that small amount of time we give, that 10% we give to our Guru, we say daswand. The daswand is not just money. Daswand is our sama, it's our time. If we give 10% of our time to the Guru will carry us across. That's why when we go to Panch Pyar, they say ke 2.5 hours a day. Kat to kat. Right? Or that's like the aim, you could say. Ke 2.5 kante every single day of bhakti. Nitnem, Guru Mantra Jap, Mu Mantra Jap, every single day. Work towards 2.5 hours. Baki the next 21.5 hours, we have to live in the world. We have to sleep, eat, look after our family. But give that time to our Guru. So again, we spend all this time focused on money, but we forget about that money that's going to go us in the next world of Naam, of that Naam Rupi Tan. So Guru Maharaj Ji went through this last week. Apagata Bahuna Jaga Baurana. Jag means the world, Baurana means crazy, pagal. But those ones that put their dhyan towards Guru Sahib Ji, towards their bhakti, then they earn the true wealth, and even in this world, they gain all the wealth as well. It comes in Guru Bani, Nav Nidhi, 18 hai Siddhi, Piche Lagiya Phir hai, Jo Har Hirday, Sada Vasai. Guru Sahib Ji says that all the 9 treasures, the 18 powers that may come, that also includes wealth, all these kind of things. They say, Piche Lagiya Phir hai. They run behind that person, Jo Har Hirday, Sada Vasai. The one who has WhyGuruji sitting in their heart, they say all these things run behind them. The Sikh doesn't want it, the devotee, the Bhagat doesn't want it, but it falls behind them, it runs after them. So, as always do, always spend a long time on the recap. We will go through the Katha today, what Guru Nanak Dev Ji is blessing us with today in the Stardavi Pauri, in the 17th Pauri. So before we start the Katha, we're all going to say Satnam WhyGuru together. And this Satnam WhyGuru, you'll hear all the time. When we go to India, Sri Harmandir Sahib, Darbar Sahib, Sri Hazur Sahib, when we do Gagar di Seva, Italy, UK, the which America, everywhere this Satnam WhyGuru, everybody says it. We've said it, our parents have said it, our grandparents have said it, our Pardade, everybody, all our generations have said this same thing, Satnam WhyGuru. Even our Gurus have said this. So when we say Satnam WhyGuru, it's not just the word. This is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji used to say. This is what Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave to their Guru Sikhs. The idea of when Guru Bani says, Ke aapa khe di khair the batti hai, along those lines it comes in Ramkli ki var, Ke Guru Sahib Ji took their own food and they gave it to us. They gave us this bhojan, this food of Naam. That food that Guru Nanak Dev Ji did bhakti on, they gave it to us. Again, I keep going off on a tangent, but just on this Satnam WhyGuru or WhyGuru Jap, people say, okay, we can do Jap of any other mantra. Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji spent 36 yugs doing bhakti on WhyGuru mantra. 36. So we're in Kaljug, right? Kaljug lasts 430,000 years. Satyajug is about over 1 million years. Guru Nanak Dev Ji spent millions of years doing abhyas of WhyGuru mantra. It's not just any random mantra. This has got so much shakti in it that the Guru has given this to us. He said that now you have this mantra. So when we say Satanam WhyGuru, let's not think of it as any word. Let's imagine Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj saying Satanam WhyGuru and blessing us with this mantra as well. So Aram karan to pehla Sad Sangat Ji Sari Sangat Akho Satanam Sri WhyGuru Sahib Ji.
Gurn vichare gyani soy.
So Guru Maharaj Ji, Siddhi Guru Nanak Ji Sache Paatshah bachan karde han ke gun vichare. Pave jis jeeva, jis purusha, Prabhu Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji de guna nu vichar karda hai, the one who contemplates on WhyGuru Ji's gun. They contemplate on each gun of WhyGuru Ji. They say gyani soy. They say vichar karke, that person become a gyanvan. Oh, gyanvan ho sakta hai. They become somebody who has a lot of gyan. If we contemplate upon WhyGuru Ji's gun. So what are the gun of WhyGuru Ji? We got daya, compassion. We've had these before, right? Get daya, dharam. Or we got things like nimrata, humility, prem, adik. But there's other types of qualities we've never heard of before that are very saintly qualities that we can learn a lot from. One is called modata. What does modata mean? Modata means, Sangaji, if we see somebody else being successful, we're happy for them. Now, just listen to that one more time. When we see somebody else, let's imagine our friend, and they do better than us, we're actually happy for that person. How many times have we seen in the world that somebody else does better than us, or we see somebody else doing better than somebody else, and the one who's not doing as good, they have so much irka inside them, there's so much jealousy. Or they think, you know what, like, why is good stuff happening to them and nothing's happening to me? How come I'm always failing but they're always doing so good? There's such a quality that somebody can gain through doing bhakti, through worshipping the Guru, by coming to the sharan, doing sad sangat. Okay, when we look at somebody else's success, we're actually happy for them. And we do ardas to Guru Sahib Ji, give them more success. Make them even better. Make them even greater. Even this, that if they're not as good as us, we say make them better than me. We don't see that much, right? We want to be the best, right? And we want other people to look up to us. But imagine the ardas when we're saying to Guru Sahib Ji, make them better than me. Don't make them like me, make them better than me. If we were to go around and we were to think to ourselves, okay, I'm going to do ardas for somebody else. For somebody else's pala. We all say sarbat da pala, but we just say in the ardas. Ant de vich asi kende ha. But before that we don't say, because when we do ardas, we only ask for our own pala. We say, Maharaji, take away my dukh. Give me sukh. But it's very rare to find those who ask for everybody else's pala and they put their own pala at the back at the end. Their own good is lost. They want everybody else's good. That is a Gurmukh. Those are the Gurmukh jans that come in this world. That's why we say par upakar. Par means somebody else, upakar means to help. And Pai Gurudas, he tells us that those who do par upakar are both vidle han. Gurmukh par upakari vidla aya. They're very rare those who come for somebody else's good. So, modata, what a quality, right? If only we all had that, right? Where we didn't pull each other down, we actually lifted each other up. And if you look in our own pant, unfortunately, that is the case a lot of the times where we don't speak to each other opposite, we don't speak with prem, we question each other and we attack each other. We don't come to each other with love and think, actually, you know what? Maybe there's a misunderstanding. We always think that maybe somebody else is gunning for us, somebody else is putting us down, somebody else it is Janke. It wasn't a galti, it was done deliberately. We don't look at somebody else and think, actually, you know what? Let me speak to them before I blast them on social media or do it in India or chuglia to somebody else. How rare is it to find those people, instead of speaking to somebody else, they speak directly to that person. And they solve the issue there. But we don't do that, because if you look in Kaljug is a sama where what is Pradhan, what is the supreme? Nindya, Chugaliya, and Irka, all these things. The Vakmat, why this side of duality? That is what is Pradhan, that is what is winning at this time. Nothing else. So Guru Sahib is saying the one who is guna vichare, the one who contemplates on WhyGuruji's gun and thinks, if WhyGuruji wants my pala, if WhyGuruji always wants good for me, even though I sometimes don't listen to WhyGuruji, or I might get angry with WhyGuruji, or I do pop and WhyGuruji sees everything, if we saw somebody doing bad, I know me, I'll be like, I ain't helping them. I'm not going to help that person. Right? That is papi banda. I always say they're a sinner. But our Guru is not like that, right? Our Guru saw the worst ever papis in the world. Killers, thieves. They tried to kill. If somebody tried to kill me, why would I help them? I'm just saying, generally speaking, right? We wouldn't do that. How many people tried to kill Guru Nanak Dev Ji? So many people, but the Guru still helped them. So of course the Guru is way up here, right? We can't put a limit on them. And we're just trying to look up at the Guru and try and be anything like the Guru. But if we do vichar, when we listen to Itahas, we read Gurbani, and we understand, my Guru is Kirpalu Sru, my Guru is that sagar, that ocean of compassion. Maybe I should try it. Maybe I should try something different. And they say, Guna vichare Gyani hoy. Gyani soy, they become a true Gyani, they become Gyanavan. They actually start to have knowledge and actually try to start to apply that knowledge in the right way, what Guru Bani is saying, and apply it to their lives. Hanji.
ਗੁਣ ਮਹਿ ਗਿਆਨ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਹੋਏ
The guna meh guna vich. In those gun of daya, taram, or karna, karna means daya karni. Modata again means to look at somebody else and think, Vah, Maharaji Kirpa karo, that they get even better. Then we have Maitri, to have no enemies. Now ko badi nahi begana, sangala sang hamko banai. And then Opekya. Opekya means not to do hot. Hot means to be stubborn. The Maharaji says, Ke man hat ke na payo, sab thakke karma kamai. That those who are stubborn, they don't gain much. Right? They get tired of trying and trying, but kuch nahi prapat kar de. They don't gain nothing. So, guna mein hai, by doing this, by applying the Guru's guna into our life, gyana prapato hai. Ke WhyGuru Ji de Swarup da gyan prapat honda hai, the Swarup, the form of WhyGuru Ji. Who is WhyGuru Ji? Who is Parameshwara Ji? How do I experience them? How can I feel them? Mahsoos karna, to feel WhyGuru Ji. That only comes when we start to apply the Guru's gyan into our life. The Guru's upadesh, una di sikhya. Guru Sakhi, Jot Paragato hai. Maharaji said in Sohela Sahib, ke Guru Sakhi, Sakhi Pave Sikhya. Guru Sakhi, Jot Paragato hai. Then that Jot becomes Paragat. Until we follow the Guru Sikhya, there's no Jot. The Jot does not become Paragat. It stays gupt, it stays hidden. That parda, that veil of home, jo mai di mail hai saasing, that stays. All that mail stays. But when we start to follow the Guru Sikhya, then we start to become pure. Sun har katha utari mail. By listening to WhyGuruji's katha, by listening to the discourses of Gurbani, they say utari mail. Utari mail means all our dirt is washed away. Maha Ponita. Ponita means pure. Theek hai? Maha Ponita means very, very pure. Supreme, you could say. Maha Ponita. That's how much. Just by taking upon the Guru Sikhya, how pure somebody can become by following it. Hanji.
Gunadata villa sansare.
And like we said earlier, Gunadata. Guna means qualities, Data means the one who gives. So like we say, Jaisi Sangata, Taisi Rangata. Or if we keep company of those that do pop, then we're likely to do pop as well. Right? Like we say, pop Buddha, papi, ko pyara, pap lade, pape, pasara. It comes in Dakhnee Oankaar later on. They say pap Buddha. We all know that, hopefully. Ke pap is not good. They say ke pap Buddha, papi ko pyara, but the papi loves to do pop. Then they say ke pap ladde, ladke, they carry pop. When they say pape, pasara. Pasara means to spread. Everywhere they go, they do pop and they get others to do pop as well. I remember when I was younger, and I would sometimes, like, cousins can always be the greatest influence. And you'd hang around with certain cousins, and then you see it, they start drinking, they have a glassy, and then as a child, we look up to and think that I want to be that when I'm older. I want to have a glassi when I'm older. Maharaj Kirpa kind of came to Sikhi, used to be a munna before, but in those days, you see that's what we look up to. So they are doing pop, they are drinking, getting drunk, doing silly stuff, doing more pop. And we're looking at them thinking, that's cool, that's what I want to be like in the future. Pap ladde, pape pasara. So who is the company that we keep? Because it will have an effect, 100%, to what we become in the future. But those who are gunadata, those who have gun and they spread gun to other people, we should do their sangat. Those who have such prem inside and such nimrata, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ darshan ਕਰਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਰਕੇ then inside us we think, I want to become a bit humble, right? At the start we act, right? We just pretend we're humble, but we think, I want to live like that person. Even the other day, just looking at like Sant Jarnail Singh Ji's speeches, you look at the Beeradas, the way they would speak, look how brave and courageous they were. But what was inside Santaji that could potentially be inside us? It was Gurbani, it was Abhyas. They were known as Abhyasi. Abhyasi means somebody who does a lot of practice, repetition of Gurbani. Right? So when we start to look at those role models, those Guru Sikhs, and we look at their compassion and their humility, then that rubs off on us as well. When we see those Guru Sikhs who are so brave and they have no fear, it makes us fearless as well. Then certain things like sacrifice don't seem as difficult. Obviously, in our mind, the greatest sacrifice would be to give our life. And that scares a lot of people. To die, to give shahidi, is very scary to the armed people, right? Because who wants to die? Everyone's scared of death, right? The armed log. But if we were to do sangat of somebody who is not afraid of death, who would conquer death, then how would that rub off on us? What effect would that have on us as well? By doing their sangat as well. So Guru Sahib is saying, Gunadata virla sansar. Virla means rare. Both virlehan is dunya de vich, they're very rare in this world. Those who have qualities and they give it to other people. Those who have daya and they teach others how to have true daya. Those who have nimrata, who have khima, who have forgiveness. One of the biggest qualities. Jaha khima tehe aap. Where Bhagat Kabir Ji's bani said, where there's khima, tehe aap. Utthe WhyGuru Ji aap vasda hai, WhyGuru Ji's there themselves. Where there's khima, where there's forgiveness. Where there's no forgiveness, then we're holding on to something. Right? And that just leads to much more difficulty. So Guru Sahib is saying that those people who give gun, they're very rare in this world, Hanji.
Sachi karni gur vichar.
Te sachi karni. Pave Sasanga Ji, when we do vichar, vichar means to contemplate. There's two types of vichar. There's sat ate asat. So sat ate asat di vichar karni. To contemplate between what is the truth and what is false. And the one who's able to do that, that is the true person. That is a true Gyani, you can say. Sachi karni, that is a true action to follow. Then our lives, you have to always think, what should we do? If you look in Japji Sada part, Maharaj says, Oskete the karye surta mat mana buddha. Tithe means uthe pave os avastha de vich, in that stage of Sadhamakhand. So you got Dharmakhand, Gyanakhand, then we have Sadhamakhand. In that stage, the Guru says that when somebody starts to have Sadham Pave Shadam, the Shadam Dana Pave Nimrata, they get humility inside them. Jithe Nicha Samalin Tithe Nadara Teri Baksis, where there's humility, there's so much kirpa. And they say, Tithe Kadiya means to be reshaped. Surta Mata Mana Buddha. They say their surti, the way they concentrate, the way they see the world, how their focus has changed. Surta Mata. What teachings they take upon. Surta Mata Mana Buddha. Their mind is changed. So when somebody gets to that third stage, they say their mind is reshaped. Imagine that. What is the mind in Sikhi? The mind in Sikhi is two things. The mind is Sankalap, Ate Vikalap. The mind is made up of these two things. Thoughts and then thoughts that come out of thoughts, right? So we think, we have a furna, then we have another furna. One thought, another thought, another thought. That is the man. Sankalpa vikalpa vohi mana is what they say. That is the mind. Then we have Buddha. What is the Buddha? The Buddha is what makes the decisions. So the mind just thinks, but the Buddhi is the one that thinks, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. That's why we do vichar, ke sat ate asat. What should I be doing and what should I not be doing? What should I stay away from and what should I be doing? And what Guru Bani tells us is ke changiai alak kare, budiai hoye ser. Changiai means ke change pave change karam. Changiai alak kare. Alak means alasi. When it comes to doing good, we're very lazy. Guru Bani is saying. Changiai alak kare, budiai hoye ser. That means ke deri to bina or deri to bagay without any delay. When it comes to doing bad actions, we're very quick. When it comes to doing not the right thing, we can do that quickly. When it comes to change karam, then we're very lazy to do that. So Guru Sahib says that is a true type of vichar. That one who is able, through the Guru's kirpa, to look at two scenarios and think, what is the right thing to do? What is the wrong thing to do? The right thing to do may be very hard, it may be boring, it may not have no ras, no pleasure in it, and the bad thing may have so much ras, may have so much pleasure. But that's where, with the Guru's grace, that somebody is able to pick the right thing, if Guru Sahib does kirpa, hanji.
Agama agochar कीमत नहीं पाए.
And he said that one WhyGuru ji, os Parameshwar ji, agama, gamata to rahat hai, agochar. Gamata here means that one who we cannot reach. They're beyond reach. We can never reach the stage, the level of Parameshwar WhyGuru ji. They are beyond understanding. Agama agochara. We cannot fathom them with our own indriya, with our eyes, ears. We can't truly see WhyGuru ji. They are beyond these eyes, beyond these ears. Qimat nahi paaye. Qimat means their worth. How much can we put a price on them? Can we measure God? We say God is this big. Just like we hear in Rehra Sahib, Sona vadda aakhe sab koi. Kevad vadda dita hoy. Sona, we all hear about WhyGuru ji, Sona vadda aakhe sab koi. Everybody says God is big, but how big is God? We don't know. Nobody knows how vadde mere sahiba. We say, my Guru is so big, gahera gambira, guni gahira, koi na jane. Nobody knows. Nobody knows how big WhyGuru ji or how great WhyGuru ji is. Qimat nahi paaye. They are beyond worth. They are priceless. Amul gun. Mul means like a worth, price. Amul means without price. They're priceless. That their guna amul. Amul gun. Amul vapar. Their trading in naam is priceless. Amul vapar ye amul pandar. Amul lave hai amul le jaye. Amul aakhe na jaye. Aak rahe le velai. Just everybody speaks about WhyGuru ji. From the start of time to the end of time, everybody speaks about WhyGuru ji. Kagad karam na likhna har. Why? Everybody tries, but they cannot find the end to WhyGuru ji. Qimat nahi paaye, hanji.
Ta miliya jalay milay.
Ta miliya. But how can we meet WhyGuru ji? What is our prayojan? You can say our aim, our mission when we came on this earth. It was Gobind Milan ki. Gobind Milan ki ehe teri badiya. We came here to meet WhyGuru ji. That's why we came on this earth. To go back to WhyGuru ji Pave, to this one word of milap. That should be our aim in life. Milap means to reunite, to go back to WhyGuru ji. And Guru Sahib is saying, Ta miliye ja lay malay. We can only meet WhyGuru ji if WhyGuru ji lets us meet the Guru. WhyGuru ji brings us to the Guru brings us back to WhyGuru ji. We have to take upon a Satguru. Until we have a Satguru, we can never find WhyGuru. It can never happen. It comes in Asa ki Vad, Bina Satguru, Kine na payo, Bina Satguru, Kine na paya. Nobody will ever meet WhyGuru ji without a Satguru. WhyGuru ji gives us our Satguru. Just like in the time of Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj Ji, when they're known as Baba Amar Das Ji, and they went from, they were living in Basar ke, that was their pind. The Baba, or Baba Amaru Ji, another name for them as well, Baba Amar Das Ji was in search for a Guru. The Sakhi is very long. I'm just telling it in summary. The Baba Amar Das Ji met a Sadhu Sant, and they used to eat together, they used to do vichar together. And the Sadhu Sant said to Baba Amar Das Ji, you have so much gun. Those Bhagats, those beings, they got so much gun. They said, if you got so much gun, who's your Guru? He said, I have no Guru. And he said, you're Nagura, you have no Guru. And they said, how can I do Sangat of such a person who has no Guru? They felt sick. Baba Amar Das Ji went home and cried out to Rab, WhyGuru. When WhyGuru Ji heard the tears of Baba Amar Das Ji, like, when was this happening? In the early morning. Babiha Amrita Vele Bolya, Ta Dar Suni Pukar. Those who are blessed to do Amrit Vela will never know, or we will never know if we've ever done Amrit Vela, how great our fortune is. We take these small things for granted, being able to wake up in the morning and even to say WhyGuru. We don't know how lucky we are. We only know how lucky we are when we lose it. We lose Amrit Vela, Amrit Vela di Daat. We lose that chance to do Guru Mantra da Jap. We don't know how lucky we are. A lot of times you can say we're very unthankful, very ungrateful. Like we say, Kirtan. When we read Guru Bani, we hear these lines, we think, oh, that somebody must be really ungrateful, but we're the most ungrateful people. Because we don't know how lucky we are to have, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji as a Guru. We've never taken that chance to actually dive into Sikhi, think, what is so special about Sikhi? Because we all know it, right? If somebody says to us, you know what, this religion is better, that religion is better, we say, no, Sikhi is the greatest. We're not here to compete. It's not even about that really. But we know that there's no one better than Guru Nanak Dev Ji, no one greater than Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And we're so lucky to have them. So even just not making the effort to learn about a Guru, we can say in one respect, we're very ungrateful that we don't know what gift we've been given from our Guru. This Sikhi Didar that the Guru has given to us. We are so lucky that we have no idea what the Guru has blessed us with. Baba Amar Das Ji, Ta Dar Suni Pukar. When somebody cries out to WhyGuru Ji, in that moment, in those ambrosial hours, you call it Amrit Vela, as Baba Amar Das Ji did, crying out to WhyGuru Ji, then they heard the Pukar. Ta means then, Dar means that door, that court, Suni means to listen, Pukar means the cry. That WhyGuru Ji heard the cries of Baba Amar Das Ji, and what did WhyGuru Ji do? They spoke to them. They spoke to them through the words of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And they said to Baba Amar Das Ji, Ke Paya Manur, Kanchan Fir Hove, Je Guru Mile Tene. If you meet the true Guru, then you can become gold again. If you feel like waste, if you feel like you've wasted your whole life. Baba Amar Das Ji was about 60, 70 years old. We're probably not that old, right? But even if you got to that age, you might think, you know what, I wasted my whole life. But the Guru says it's never too late. Doesn't matter, it's never too late. Je Guru Mile Tene, if you meet the true Guru. Baba Amar Das Ji went to Bibi Amaro Ji, who was reading this Shabad, and he said, take me to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And she says, in the seat, the Gaddi of Guru Nanak Dev Ji now sits, my Pitaji, my Guru Pita, Guru Angad Dev Ji Sache Parchar Ji. So they go there. But who was it that brought Baba Amar Das Ji to Guru Angad Dev Ji? Initially it was WhyGuru, because they cried out to WhyGuru Ji. WhyGuru Ji, if they do kirpa upon us, then we can meet a Guru, and the Guru allows us to meet them. That is the laws of Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji. Hanji.
Gunavanti Gunasare Neet.
And then that Gursikh, Gunavanti, the one who has all the gun, Guna Sare Neeta. You can say very simply, Sare Gun. All of WhyGuru Ji's gun, all WhyGuru Ji's qualities, Neeta means Nitya. Every single day, they contemplate upon WhyGuru Ji's qualities. Tere kavana kavana guna, kahe kahe gava. Tu sahiba guni nidana. They say, it's such a beautiful line, hopefully it comes on the board. They say that, Tere kavana kavana, guna kahe gava. That WhyGuruji, your qualities, kahe gava. How can I sing them? Tu sahiba, that you are the master, guni nidana. Guni means qualities, nidana means a treasure. You have every quality, WhyGuruji. Tumari mehma barna nasako. I can't even speak about your praise. Tu thakur uch bhagavanna. That you are my master, you are the highest of the high. Every single day, just praising WhyGuruji, just try it. It can even be a form of gratitude. Read all these books, self-help books, Western books like The Secret and so on. Practice the law of attraction. Say thank you for everything. To the universe is WhyGuru. WhyGuruji is the universe. WhyGuruji is the multiverse. WhyGuruji is everything. Sikhis given, Guru Granth Sahib Ji said this 500 years ago. Right, to, as we're saying it, gunavanti, gunasare need, that those who have the gun, where did they get the gun from? By contemplating upon WhyGuruji's gun. By praising WhyGuruji. Nanaka, niraguna, gunakare, gunavantiya gurade. Those who have no qualities, God gives them qualities. Those who already have qualities, WhyGuruji gives them even more. Because the pandar, you could say, the treasure of the Guru, it doesn't finish. It does not finish forever. The Guru keeps on giving and giving and giving. We're the one that get tired of taking, but the Guru is always giving to us. Hanji.
Nanak Gurmat Miliya Meet.
So Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji kathan karde hain ke Gurmat ke Guru di sikhya rahi, through the teachings of the Guru, through their mat, Guru ki mat. We hear in Sri Sukhmani Sahib, Har ki bhagat karo mere meet nirmal hoye tomorrow cheet. That our mind will become pure if you follow what Guru Sahib is saying to us. And they say here ke miliye meet, that if we follow the Guru's mat, what the Guru is saying to us, then miliye meet. Miliye means to meet. Meet means our true mittar, our true friend, WhyGuru. They're our true friend. Everybody else is going to go, but WhyGuruji is not going to go. WhyGuruji will always be our friend. They are our friend right now. We just don't know it. WhyGuruji always has our back. No matter what we do, they'll never turn their back on us. It's us that turn our back on them, Hanji.
Kam Krodh Kaya Kaugala.
So Guru Maharaj Ji says ke Kam Krodh. When we hear Kam at Krodh, it means all punch. Kam Krodh Lo Mohankar. Kam Krodh, they say ke Kaya Kaugala. Kaya pave es sarir. Kaya means body. Kaugala. Gal dehan. What does Kam and Krodh do these things? They ruin us. They destroy us. We spend all our time focused on these things, that what happens is that we forget the purpose of why we're here. Because of Krodh, we burn. We burn inside. Or if it's Kam, like we say, because of Kam, they say, Kot din se dukha pave hai. Because of that swad ras that comes from Kam. So Guru Maharaj is saying, Kam, Krodh, Kaya ko galle. That what do these things do? They destroy us completely. So the Guru is saying to us, they give us an example of how they destroy us, Hanji.
Jo Kanchan Sohaga Tala.
Jo pave jive. Just like Kanchan means gold, and then Sohaga in English refers to barox, I think it's called. Right? So there's a substance called sodium borate or something like that back in the chemistry days, right? You learn all these different names, right? Sodium was Na on the periodic table. I still remember that. Right? I didn't research, I remember that from now. And iron is Fe, if I remember correctly, right? For those who did chemistry in their studying, right? So Guru Sahib Ji here is saying, okay, just like if you have kanchan, sona, gold, they say, jo kanchan sohaga tale, that if you were to take this sodium or this borax, whatever it's called, I forgot the English name for it, it's a white powder. And when you put that white powder on gold, and then what happens, and you start to heat it, then the tale here means to melt. They say that gold starts to melt. Meaning that something that was so pure, that we say has got a lot of price, a very high price, priceless, They say that with this body, this opportunity, this life, which is priceless, hire jaisa janam hai, that this life is like a precious jewel. They say that it's just gone because of Kam, Krodh, and etc., Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. Just because of that. That golden opportunity of this life has been washed away, has been melted away just because of getting stuck in those vikar, hanji.
Kas kasvati saha sotao.
So kasvati here means a touchstone. So when they take that kanchan and they melt it, using the heat, using the powder, that white powder, they say kas here means ragarke. They start to rub it against this touchstone. And when they do that, say kas kasvati sahe sotao. Sahe means sarna, to endure. Tao means the heat. Then it is heated so much as well. And when that happens, hanji.
Nadar saraf vanni sachadao.
So saraf here means the you could say the goldsmith, the one who's doing the calm themselves. They say ke nadar. Nadar means when they, with their own drishti, with their own sight, they look at that kanchan, that gold has been melted. They say ke vanni sachadao. Vanni here means when they look at that and they look at the rang of that gold and how it changes and it finds the right color. When it finds the right color, then they realize the gold is ready now. And then what do? Then after that, they put it in their treasure box, where they want to do it. They've made their gold right now. What is Guru Sahib Ji getting at here? Guru Sahib Ji here is saying to us that in the same way, what has to happen to us, we have to be melted as well. In Japji Sahib, the part we hear in the last pauri of Japji Sahib, ke Jat Pahara, Tiraj Sonyar, Eharan Mat, Ved Hathiyar, Pau Khalla, Agna Tapatao, Panda Pau, Amrit Tal. In that Japji Sahib, the pauri, at the end, Guru Nanak explains to us that we have to go through the same process of gold. They say Jata Pahara. Jat means jati. To keep control, you could say. To control our senses, to control our thoughts, to control the anger, to control where our eyes look, what our ears listen to. They say Jata Pahara, make that your furnace. Jat Pahara, Tiraj Sonyar. And then who is the one who's going to do the kam? The one who's going to do this work, if you want to become pure gold, we got to have patience. Tiraj. Then they say, Eherana Mata. Then our own mat, we got to make it like the anvil. We got to make it solid. Why? Because what we're going to do with our mat, we're going to take the Guru's Upadesh, Eherana Mat, Ved Hathiyar. Ved here meaning simply the Guru's Sikhya, the Guru's Gyan. Ved Hathiyar, and make that massive hammer. And take the Guru's Gyan and smash it against our mat. Guru mat. Guru ki mat tu lehe yane. Take upon the Guru's mat. So, Ved Hathiyar Pau Khalla. Then they say to us, we're going to need something very important to become pure. And that is called Pau, which means fear. We need to have fear inside us. We're not scared of God in that, like in Abrahamic religions, you say you should be scared of God. We have Nirmala Pau, loving fear for WhyGuruji. That I want to always please WhyGuruji, and that is the fan. We keep blowing that fan, giving more oxygen to the fire to keep burning. So, Pau Khalla Agana Tapatao. And we make our Bhakti the fire. We keep on doing it. We keep on doing Bhakti again and again. Again and again. That becomes the jot inside us. That becomes the fire that keeps on burning and burning. And what does that fire do? It makes us pure. And they say, Panda Pao. Panda here means what we're going to put the gold in then. When the gold is melted, the gold has become pure, we have to put it somewhere. And that panda, that dish we put it in, the only thing that can fit into, that is strong enough to hold it, is pao. Pao here means prem. That if we don't have this prem, then we cannot sambal it. We cannot sambal that purity inside us, that gold. That is what the panda is made of, is prem. So inside us, it means that we got to wash out all that negativity, that hate, that anger. That's why kima is so important. We say jaha kima tehe apa, because where there's kima, there's no hate. Because where we can't forgive someone, it might be hate, it might be not such a big emotion, but we need to clean our inside. Clean our panda, manrupi panda. Right? Make it shuddh, make it pure. And then when it's pure, when it's clean, that is a panda of prem. And then who can say in that? That gold, WhyGuru Ji can say in that. Panda pao. Amrit tita tal. And then that amrit, that can sit in there. That can sit inside. That purity can sit inside. Right? But we have to make ourselves pure on the inside. So Guru Maharaj is saying here, ke nadar sarafa vani sachadao. Then the same way, when the Guru looks at us with their kirpa drishti, when the Guru looks at us with the glance of grace, and they see ke vani sachadao, that we have this rang as well, this color of prem. Prem da rang. When we have that inside us, sachadao, which means that when that's come inside us, then the Guru does their kirpa upon us. Then that happens. So we have to start working on ourselves. We say nit da jang is a daily battle to become pure and pure and to fight those things inside us as well. Like we say ke hikdu hikachare anak pyare. Right? Or we say ke tina dekh mana chao uthanda. That when we see those people, tina dekh, those who have that prem inside them, then we say ke when will we have that opportunity to meet our gunatasa? When will we meet WhyGuru Ji? When we will have this milap, as Maharaj Ji says, ke ta miliye jale malai, that when will we be able to meet Parameshwar WhyGuru Ji? When will we have the opportunity to have darshan of WhyGuru Ji? To see WhyGuru Ji? To feel WhyGuru Ji? It's only when we start to follow what the Guru is saying and we start to melt this ego inside us. We remove all the impurities. Then that person becomes pure. Guru Sahib Ji saying, Nadara Saraf. Fir jo Maharaj Ji di kirpa drishti hai satsang ji. That glance of grace that falls upon us when Guru Sahib Ji sees that we become pure, following the Guru Sikhya Hanji.
Jagat pasu ahankar kasai.
So, and the Guru says, we was meant to do 10 padi, we do 2 padi and do samapti, because I spoke too much. But Guru Sahib Ji says, hey, ke jagat pasu. Say, what is this world like? This world is like a pashu. This world is like an animal, meaning the people that live in this world, we all like animals. It's a very famous line. They say, Nindra po jina po go ke, ehe pas purka saman. They say, Nindra means need. Pojin means food. Pog pe. Pog means pleasures we partake in. And pe means fe. Ehe pas purka saman. Say, a pashu and a human, we're very similar at this. We all like to eat. We all like to sleep. We all like pleasure. We all have fear. But what makes the Manuk unique is Nejagyan. It's this opportunity to understand our true selves, and that is what the Guru gives us. But they say, what is stopping us? They say, Ahang Kal Kasai. Kasai means the butcher. There's a butcher, Kal means mouth, to kill, that is killing us every single day, and that is of our own Ahang Pave Hankar, or this pride that we have inside us. Again, it can mean all punch, right? Whichever one it is, that is attacking us every single day, and that is like a butcher, right? So many times you look outside at something that is attacking us, but a lot of the times that thing that is attacking us is in our own mind. It is our mind that is attacking us. Because a lot of the times when people wind us up, they make us angry, we get upset. It's the man. It's the thoughts that we have, and we cannot control the thoughts, and they keep coming again and again all the time. And the Guru is saying that it's like we are pashu because we are asleep. We've not waken up. That we say kartut pasu ki manas jat. Right? That is just the way that we just become asleep like an animal. But the Guru is saying, or in this case Pandit Hardayal Ji in a Granth ko Saur Kutavali, they say that it's this nijagyan that we have. Right? This adhikata, this visheshta that we have inside us, this greatness that the human has, is that we can meet WhyGuru Ji, we can realize our Jota Sarupa if we start to look inside and we start to follow what the Guru is saying. Hanji.
Kar karta karni karpai.
And they say ke karte. Karte means that kartar WhyGuru Ji. Karni. They say, so if you look at the word kar, it comes at the start, the end. Kar kar comes many times in Guru Ban, like kar kar karna likh le jaho ape bhi jape hi khaho. Kar kar, one arth of kar is hands. Kar kar. So the Guru is saying, he ke karte karni pai. That what is written on our hands, it's our lake. It's our future. It's everything, our past, present, future, everything is written on our hands. And that Rachanaha, the one who's created everything, WhyGuruji, they have put our destiny on our hands, Hanji.
Jin kiti tin कीमत पाई.
And that one who's done everything, WhyGuruji, we cannot find a price on that. We cannot find the end of that one, WhyGuruji. And again, a small Sakhi with that, with our hands. That's why when we matha take, we bow down to Guru Granth Sahib, we put our hands flat on the floor. And we put our matha on the floor. Because when we put our hands on the floor, our lake is written here. And every time we do matha take, our lekha on our matha, on our hands changes every time. For the better. That's the power of the Charan Turi, the Sad Sangat, or Guru Sahib's Charan Turi, that we matha take to the Guru. And that lake that is written on our hands, on our matha, is changed every single time. Jinakiti tinakimat pai. They say that one WhyGuruji, we cannot find the end. We cannot find the कीमत. We cannot fathom how much WhyGuruji has done, Hanji.
और क्या कहिए किछ कहन न जाई.
And अखीली पंक्ति which Guru Sahib Ji says to us, ke hor kya kahiye. But the hor ki kahiye. What else can we say about WhyGuruji? Kich कहन न जाए. We can't say nothing. Just like in Japji Sada part, je ho jana, akha nahi, कहना कथन न जाए. Even if I knew God, if I knew who God was, say Je how jana. Je means if, how means I, jana means to know. They say akha nahi. I could not even explain them. Kehna kathan na jai. Kathan to rehta hai. They are beyond explanation, WhyGuruji. And that's why the end of it, we may think, what is the answer? What is the answer the Guru gives to us? Gura ik dehe budjai. The Guru is giving us his one understanding. If we find Sikhi so complicated, just remember this one thing the Guru says, Ik dehe budjai, this one understanding, ke sabna jiya ka ik data. Then this whole world, in this whole creation is only one giver, so main visar na jai. Just don't forget WhyGuruji. That is the Upadesh that Sikhi is teaching us. That is what Sikh spreads in the whole world. That don't forget WhyGuruji, whether we're Sikh, Hindu, Muslim, whoever it is, the mission of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Ji, or now you can say the Gurudas Sikh, is to join everybody back to Parameshwar WhyGuruji. So Satsanga Ji, in your beinti parvan karniya, please forgive the mistakes made in the Katha, which are the Japji Sahib course will start upstairs in about 10 minutes. So please join us for that as well. Shuru Samapti Heavy, the last two lines, and then we finish off the Katha. Deho Sajjan Asisariya. जो होवे साहिब स्यो मेल.
जिन कीती तिन कीमत पाई. होर क्या कहिए किछ कहन न जाई.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
WhyGuru, WhyGuru.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. WhyGuru Ji ka Khalsa, WhyGuru Ji ki Fateh.
WhyGuru.